Okay. And just let me know when you're all ready.
Alright, that'll have to be good enough.
Oh, I need to open up one more thing.
Alright, well, I think I am good to go.
Okay. Just give me a second while I get caught up here. Okay. I'm going to paste the musket stat block inside of our chat for now. We will be using this shortly, but this is just a reminder of the damage and the properties with it, okay?
Alrighty.
Okay,
D12, nice.
let us begin. You awake to a crisp morning and you feel dreadfully tired. You grab your robe as you angrily look towards the sun that is gleaming through your blinds. And you hear some rustling outside, probably your family members, all being obnoxiously loud in the morning. Let me write down your... Let's see. You have free reign to interact, by the way.
Okay, so I have awoken. Where can I tell that the sound is coming from?
The sound is coming from outside of your room. Your room is on the first floor, kind of onto the right of the entrance of the entire house, unfortunately. So you hear a lot of traffic that comes in and out of the home. Whoever's leaving, whoever's entering. And the kids, the younger ones, seem to be playing on the staircase.
Again? Jeez. Otto will proceed to, after, I guess, getting on his robe, he will slide it between his four limbs, and go ahead and open the door, quite groggy, and rather annoyed at, well, I suppose his siblings. What does he see?
As you go ahead and make it outside, you see that your Tass, your youngest sister, fell down the stairs. She is currently wailing, crying, not hurt, but seeking attention.
And this is the source of the disturbance, I'm guessing?
She is absolutely the source of your disturbance.
Well, Otto will give a long sigh as he will trot over to Tass. What was it this time?
He pushed me down the stairs, and above the stairs you see a black, quick wisp in your vision as he quickly ducks behind the cover. Zach pushed me down. I did not! He goes ahead and yells out from above the staircase, revealing his presence after she pointed to him. She just fell down the stairs. She always falls down the stairs, and I'm always getting blamed for things around this house that I am absolutely have nothing to deal with. Everyone calls me a troublemaker, but the only trouble that I seem to get in is from people putting the blame on me.
You know, Zachary, trouble seems to find you quite often, no matter where you are or who you are with.
Doesn't it? It seems crazy.
Coincidence? I think not.
I think so. It is absolutely a coincidence.
Hasn't mother and father told you to look after our own brothers and sisters? To look after a family? You should know better if you are up to something bad. Which, well, let's it's definitely you did something.
He goes ahead and kicks out some kind of those stacking blocks that are for younger children in order to understand their A, B, and C's. Zachary played a cruel prank where he laid out the words called klutz. And though Zachary didn't have any direct thing from this, when the youngest sister, Tass, was running up and down, she noticed the word klutz, but didn't really understand it. She can't read it yet, and so she was trying to figure it out. But she's a one-tracked mind type of person, so when she tried to read it, she fell down the stairs.
In all other circumstances, that would be hilarious. But Otto is not amused.
Father goes... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, he says his bit, and, well, it appears that Father has arrived.
Father opens the door as he kind of brushes you to the side because, you know, your room's right in front of the entrance. He hears Tass wailing and crying, and he goes ahead and picks him up, as if it was his favorite child, and offering him her oodles of love and attention that she is craving for and not actually hurt. "Aw, did Zach hurt you again?" Yeah, he pushed me down the stairs." "What?" Zachary, scared out of his mind, he's like, No, I didn't! She's lying! "Oh, Zachary, to your room, now!" It's not my fault. He slams the door again, which his mother, from downstairs in the kitchen, "Zachary, stop slamming the door! This is the 20th time I have told you to do so!" And you yet again hear him dying on the other side. As you look to Father, as Tass is slung over his shoulder, it's very clear that Eugene isn't actually upset and he knows what's happening. But he still favors Tass and making sure that she's well attended to. Zachary should, after all, know better, right? Eventually, Tass quiets down and Eugene sets her on the ground where she runs around, again, around the furniture, this time of the dining room table. Father looks over to you and he says this. "Hey, son, you want to take the gun out and go hunting some grouse with me?"
Of course, Father. I would love to. I'd like to get a little bit ready and perhaps even preen my feathers a little bit before we head out. Would that be all right?
Yeah, that's fine. After all, Mother's still making a bit of breakfast. And it was the first time that you smelled it since your groggy, rude awakening is yet again the smell of tender meat. This time it's just lightly cut as a little garnishing over the potatoes that are being prepared. Genevieve finally comes out of her room. She, originally a griffin like your colors, is now just black and white, but her feathered tips of her wings are still indigo. She yawns. Who's dying this morning?
Otto will just make a motion with his eyes and with his right claw, nonchalantly just kind of indirectly pointing towards Tass.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Why am I not surprised? Alright. She goes ahead and she too has a robe, groggier than ever. She seems to look... Go ahead and roll perception.
Rolling.
Okay, with a 13, whether through her black makeup or through her general looks of life, she kind of looks dead
15,
in the inside. Oh, how did you... Oh,
I rolled
see,
a d20 and while I was looking up my stats, so my bad.
That's no problem. Genevieve looks dead inside, whether it's the makeup or just her usual self. She looks like hell this morning. She kind of shuffles around a little hunched over, her feathers all briefed with midnight sleep, and she just slowly, lazily makes it down towards the first floor, gets onto the dining room table as Tass is running around, and promptly falls asleep on the table, with her head over it. Mother calls out from the kitchen, "Dinner's almost ready! 3 minutes now! I just gotta go ahead and let it cool. That's all that's needed." Eventually, everyone starts settling down into the main room. Zachary, being last, comes sheepishly out into the dining room table. However, you still don't notice your brother. Where is the younger brother, Veer?
Where is his room normally located?
Normally, he is actually bunked with Zachary. They share a room. Tass has a room with Genevieve, and you, being the eldest, has a room by themselves. And then, of course, mother and father have a room.
I suppose Otto will, he could ask Zachary about the whereabouts of Veer, but I think he is going to let Father handle the situation once we know that there is a head missing. And so, Otto will just kind of eat in kind of relative silence, I suppose, thinking about hunting and thinking about what he will need to do before he goes out with his father.
Eventually, people begin to eat, and Mother didn't set out a bowl for Veer, my bad. And Father kind of looks questioningly. "Where is that boy?" Mother goes ahead and says, "Oh, he's with, he had a... Oh, what do you call it? He had a school field trip to Felix Xavier's machinations. And then... He had a school field trip to Felix's machinations and learning more about robotics and gears. Harkon went ahead and took him." Harkin is actually a older ancestor of the family, but it's not an ancestor like a typical family. Ancestors for Commonwealth of Menelidil are kind of assigned to the regions of the area. After all, of it being a commonwealth, there are some steps behind that. Harkon is kind of seen as your guys' mayor, so to speak, for your region that you are in, but that's a very loose term. Basically, you check in with him and he helps get things sorted for the realm, but he is not the decider of its future or anything like that. But a lot of people call these mayor types uncles or ancestors.
Upon hearing this, so was this something that Otto had done for his education?
So, the book that you had was a book about learning about gears. So you
Yes.
know a little bit about Felix Xavier's tutelage, I guess, in terms of writing on what he put down on learning about gears, but you don't really know Felix Xavier himself, what he does and represents beyond just the automatons.
Okay. Because I suppose if it was something that Otto did not get a chance to do, he might get a little bit jealous.
You probably should be pretty jealous, because the school field trip that he had, keep in mind, all of you are homeschooled. However, he was somehow selected by a random chance for the greater Commonwealth in order to advocate more young people into the world of like airships, firearms, or machinery. Veer was selected for it. It's just a random chance out of part of the nation.
Mother, why did Veer get to go?
It's part of that program that that the council members went ahead and set up. She goes ahead and elbows Eugene, who, remind you, is on the council. Father speaks up. Yeah, he just actually happened to be randomly selected. And Veer, who's already kind of a, he kind of looks for the word, a more appropriate word, a person that likes to learn many different things. It's actually good for him. He got into robotics quite early, and somehow the universe selected him in order to further his education. Before that.
But Father, why couldn't I go as well?
Because you have school.
Yes, but this was a school field trip that he went to.
Correct.
Why couldn't I come along?
There's just not...
I would surely only be one more griffin, and I can take care of myself. Plus, I can look after him.
Well, that is true. The how it goes about is a one-on-one session with each council member. On occasion, each council member who represents a certain thing, like for example, I with firearms, or Felix Xavier with machinations and automatons, or Beckenclaw with fleet, or Harkon with ancestry, each one of us is assigned one person every year in order to teach them the ropes about being of what we do. This helps young ones in order to garner information about the inner workings of our government, as well as hopefully to inspire others as well. Now, you're not saying I'm a letdown, are you? After all, you're around a council member of firearms every day, and I just recently took you on out to shoot for your first time. Are you saying
But
you
Father,
would prefer Felix Xavier over me?
But Father, I was already going to take up our family's trade. You've already been teaching me about that. Why can't I do both?
Oh, you certainly can do both. Once you graduate, or get randomly selected.
Otto will kind of trouble.
A bit of time has passed before anybody spoke. Everyone's eating, just having a good time. Zachary himself is keeping quiet. However, Tass starts crying.
Perception check to see what she is crying about.
Go ahead.
All right, nice.
With a 6, you aren't sure. However, it's after a few more wails, you finally, as well as the rest of your family, hear something. Ah! Zachary fucking keels over, his foot hitting the bottom of the table. Tass giggles loudly. Haha, you missed! And with that, breakfast ends. As Father gets up and leaves. He's done. Mom goes ahead and takes the dishes that are empty and begins washing everything. Otto?
Yes, Mother?
Could you help me wash some dishes, please?
Why can't Zachary do it? He has already been, hurting... He's already been hurting Tass. Shouldn't he be punished?
Because you're the eldest and you have the most responsibility of the household beyond us. Your mother and I as your mother and father.
And what of Zachary, who seems to make more trouble than what he is putting forth?
Otto, don't speak to your brother like that. That's mean and rude, and we do not represent these household ideals of that type.
But it's true.
Nuh-uh, says Tass in the distance. You look over to Tass. Randomly, she interjected in the middle of this sentence of Mother. She, as you can see her smile on her face, just wants to argue. There's no rhyme or reason. Shiloh! Give me a sec. Sorry about that. Our dog was barking.
All good.
So,
in that case, Otto will kind of... he has had, like, I guess a really annoying breakfast and morning.
yeah.
You know, this interrupted by his siblings, didn't get selected. Now he has to go do chores for things that, well, Zachary should be doing.
You're the
and
eldest.
Now Tass is taking sides against him. So he feels a little slighted at the moment.
As you go ahead and wash some dishes with Mother, time passes and then Dad is getting ready to go. Hurry up, son, you have 15 minutes.
I'll be out soon. I would be out sooner if I didn't have to do dishes.
Don't talk back to me.
And with that, he'll finish up doing the dishes, and then he will go and... Well, where is the key for the cabinet?
The key for the
The gun
cabinet.
cabinet.
Your father didn't give you permission to do that.
Okay, well, alright.
It's up to you. I mean,
I suppose Otto will go and to his father and be... Well, can I have the key to open the cabinet and get the musket and materials that we'll need.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What was that? I'm saying in character.
I need the cabinet key so I can grab the hunting materials.
What did you say?
Father, may I please have the key
there you go.
so I may retrieve the hunting rifle and materials for today.
Yeah, absolutely. He goes ahead and hands you the key. He genuinely didn't hear the first time, but the second time he was listening and you didn't say please.
Otto will take the key into his talons as he will march upstairs to the bedroom. He will go for the cabinet, unlock the case, and of course gently retrieve the hunting rifle, making sure not to bang the head of the rifle against the upper shelf, remembering to pull out the bottom first before taking it out.
Yeah.
And then of course the other materials such as the wad, gunpowder, the horn, the lead bullets, and of course whatever cleaning materials that he would need to bring along the way.
Alright, excellent. You go ahead and take all this out, and you go ahead and lock and key back up, and you begin to meet with Father. He told you that you and him are going to go hunt some grouse. Son, we're going to go hunt some grouse over by... Let me go ahead and get our home. So this is your home over here.
Yep.
And you are going to go hunt grouse over here.
Nice. Alright, northwest into the hills.
Yep. And it is a long 2-hour flight in order to get there. You take to the skies the warm, golden rays of the sun dancing across your feathers. The warmth of it seeps deep into your skin. After some time, you finally arrive to your destination. Father tells you the very basics of how to hunt. First, son, you need to be quiet. Not just for the grouse's sake, but for my sake too. Second of all, you need to watch where you step. Any twig, any sound that you step on could cause it to break, which would cause a noise. Third, either smell like something's dead or don't smell at all. Any sort of perfume or fresh cologne of any type is sure to give your scent away. And finally, make sure, of course, that when you aim your musket, he looks to you for you to finish the sentence.
To make sure that you always know what you're shooting, and that you never have your talon on the trigger until you're ready to fire, and never point the gun at something that you do not wish to kill.
And, having failed another one of his mind games, to know your target and beyond. You just said your target. Make sure you know what's beyond it too. Now come on. So I need you to roll a stealth check. And I will roll for your father as well.
He rolls badly.
Oh no, he rolled good. He rolled very good. Oh.
Plainly average, which is, well, about as much as you would expect.
So your father, used to being able to hunt, is able to crouch down and try to keep more towards the bushes and the quietness of it all. You were told to keep quiet, and so you did. It's just that you're also standing in the sunlight. Your father motions you to come towards the shade, and so you do. After rumbling around for some time, I need you to roll a survival check in order to begin to track down some grouse.
All right.
Excellent.
Nice.
As luck would have it, you actually found some grouse that are sitting on a dead tree log. Its bark old and decayed, it long cut from its roots. The grouse are sitting on the trunk, kind of basking in the sun. Alright, son. I need you to aim, and aim carefully. Now, it's a smoothbore rifle, which hopefully further designs deviate from this, but it can deviate from your target. So make sure you're steady when you shoot. And the rifle can only shoot so far before you yourself are inaccurate or the ball goes flying, which is 40 feet.
40 feet. Good. Yeah. Which is exactly 40 feet.
Yeah, up to 40 feet, which is good, and then beyond 120 is disadvantage. Speaking of, you are currently 50 feet away. If you would like to move closer, then you would need to roll a stealth check. Alternatively, you can shoot from here, but it would be at disadvantage.
All right. I am weighing my options.
No problem.
Probably. I would like to move forward, but that's gonna incur a stealth check, right?
That is correct.
Or if I wait and they get closer, that's a possibility too.
Roll a history check.
History. Oh, I'm. Good thing I know my books. Yep.
Okay. You would know that it is more likely for them to fly off to go to a new location to feed, since this is just a resting spot, a midpoint between travel. It is unlikely for them to get closer. It is more likely that they are resting before they fly off again.
Alright, good to know. Well, in that case, I know with my aiming, it is not, I'm just probably not going to hit, so I have to move closer.
Okay. I would like a stealth check, please.
Alright.
15.
I'll take it.
Absolutely. You absolutely do get closer. How far up would you like to move?
So I'm about 50 feet away.
Yeah.
I will... I mean, I definitely want to get within that 10-foot range.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think I'll get 20 feet closer.
Okay. You do so with no problem. You go ahead, and Father is right behind you, silent as the wind itself when it's still. The grouse...
Now, 30 feet is good for target acquisition. Like, it's pretty easy to see targets.
Correct. You would have no problem shooting a grouse, as long as the fate of the gods will it, of course.
Alright, I would like to roll perception check for my surrounding area. Or, is that perception or investigation?
I would allow you to do either. It'd be normally perception, but I'd allow you to do either here.
Alright, I would like to do investigation then.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Nice.
Alright, I see everything.
Okay. So. Oh god, this is kind of skipping forward a little bit.
Target spotted. Target
Woo!
spotted.
Okay. I guess we'll skip forward a little bit then. You look around and everything's clear, and you look at the grouse. However, your father's words ring true in your head. Look at your target and beyond. Beyond, you see it. Somehow, in the darkness of the underbrush and underneath the canopy, is a small brushing where there are wild boars.
Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh jeez. Alright, so is it sensible that Otto knows how dangerous wild boars are?
Roll a survival or history check.
I'll do history.
You are young,
to see
so I
if
would...
he's read about them.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's a boar. It looks a little scary, but he may not know, like, that it will absolutely destroy him if it knows he's there.
So, with an 11, you don't really know the issue of wild boars. You know that they can be mean, but you have a gun, and so does your father. He has his own gun. It's not going to be too much of a hassle if they did get pissed off, to be honest.
So Otto will actually see the boars, and he goes and thinks to himself, well, that's a meteor target. And he will motion for his father, pointing at the boars. And
your father looks at you and looks where you're pointing. What are you looking at?
He's trying to communicate to him that he sees, like, boars, and that he wants to shoot the boars because he thinks that's good meat.
Your father... Wow, despite with a +7, your father does not see the boars. You see boars then, huh, son? Your younger eyesight is a little bit more, a little bit more eagle than this old hawk, I guess. Well, let's see. He goes ahead and prepares his rifle, just checking things over. We can take down a boar, and even several. Hell, it'll honestly be pretty easy for us because, you know, boars can't fly. So even if they did get mad, these pigs just won't fly after us.
Not unless someone has, like, cast fly on. That would be terrifying. Just charging boards. Okay, so, like, the thing is, Otto's still asking his father, like, what... Because they're going hunting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to get meat. But, like, he's just asking, like, what are they going to hunt? Because technically they are trying and supposed to hunt the other thing, not the boars, so...
It doesn't really matter, it's just grouse was easier.
Okay.
Your father will answer to you, well, if we do go ahead and hunt boar, it'll put a lot of meat on the table, and we'll certainly have food for probably a month with this family.
You know, I think he would be excited to shoot boar, so, alright. He will steady himself and aim for the boar behind.
Of course, feel free. So if you're going to shoot with the rifle, you do have... I am going to basically be taking your Artificer level 1, so you do have proficiency with firearm, even though it doesn't really make sense at this standpoint. But for easement's sake, you do have proficiency with the firearm, so it'd be 1d20 plus dexterity plus proficiency bonus will be your attack roll.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my proficiency bonus.
Proficiency bonus should be at the top right of your sheet. Or it's
I
not.
only see a 1. For the level. Oh, there it is, proficiency plus 2. Okay, so for me that's going to be a d20 plus 4.
Sorry, I was looking at the NPC sheet. It's different. Okay.
Hey, it might hit. There's a chance.
Now you have to roll at disadvantage because you're greater than 40 feet of it.
Oh, I didn't know us.
Ooh.
Okay. I thought the boars were the same distance.
No, they're not sitting on the tree. They're further beyond in the bush.
Okay, well, if I would have known, I would have gotten closer.
All good. Roll disadvantage.
Roll at disadvantage?
Correct.
Okay. That's not what I wanted.
Wild.
Okay, well, it's still 12.
With a 12, you go ahead and lower your rifle towards the boar. Your father kind of winces at you. He's thinking to himself, man, this is a decently long shot. Come on, no. You're just kind of showing off. And then you go ahead and pull the trigger, igniting the power. And then BANG! The musket ball sends forth in a thundering crack. The grouse fly away in panic. And then right into the boar's shoulder. It doesn't... Go ahead and roll the damage. We'll see.
D12. Kill. Kill. 7.
And add dexterity modifier?
That would make it 9.
9. So with 9 damage, the boar squeals in pain as its shoulder is pierced right through. It is alive, but it is wallowing on the ground in panic and agony. 2 other boars come forth. Panic arises in the sudden squeal, the sudden loudness of the thundering boom. And I'm going to have to make a fear roll for them.
Good, go away.
So here's... Oh my god! The second one?
Alright.
Somehow! Okay.
Goodbye.
One boar goes ahead and, does a quick spin on its leg. Too quick. He rolls his ankle and it sends him tripping. He unfortunately sprained his leg, and he, as a wild beast, doesn't know how to walk on 3 legs, especially in this panic amount of time. Dirt kicks up and flies underneath the cloven hooves, trying desperately to straighten himself out to walk forward, but he keeps tumbling over and over and over again. The other boar, seeing the absolute carnage now that another boar was taken out, bolts. It's gone. He takes off quick. Well, son, did you hit him? I can't see that far, apparently. Let's go on over. Remember, let's fly. There's a lot of bush and shrubbery, so don't want to make us an easy target.
I'm thinking... Now, technically, he could load the musket again.
And you probably should.
I mean,
the way that I think about it is that you'd be loading it along the way.
Yeah, okay. Just in case something else came up.
Yeah.
I would like to roll history.
Yeah.
Are there other winged beasts in the area?
Go ahead and roll.
$18.
18. Okay. Absolutely, yes, there are, and a lot of them are predators. There's, of course, regular type of birds, like grouse, but there are predators out and about as well. However, with your thundering crack, it certainly wouldn't send them coming. They are basically vultures. They're there to pick off, what's dying, not what's fighting. A lot of animals out here in the wilderness value their own lives immensely, and they prefer an easy fight than having to fight to the death for one when they're not desperate. That being said, there are much dangerous creatures out there that are lining the mountains, and it is wise to maybe keep a hidden sight there.
Alright. Wonderful. Fantastic. I will follow my father and descend upon the kill.
Okay.
the kill zone.
As you go ahead and I need to make one more shock roll for the one that was shot. Okay. Wow. With a 3, you arrive, and it's already dead.
What?
As you look at it, there's a bunch of blood that is pooled on the ground. Your father looks over it, and he's like, "No, it's not dead, son. It's not even plain dead. I think he passed out from shock or blood loss. You should end him pretty quick before he suffers."
All right. Well, musket loaded. I suppose he will. Okay, I will do a perception check to make sure that there is nothing like a hard rock underneath the boar's head or around him, because that would be the smart thing to do.
Your father also has a knife, if you do want to use that too. It's up to you. I don't mind.
Otto doesn't want to use a knife.
That's fair.
Yeah, 17. Okay.
Nothing but the soft ground that was once his home, that is now lined with shadow ruined.
All right, good. Otto will he'll stay a couple feet back because just it is rather chaotic when you fire a gun.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll take a step back. So do I need to roll to hit?
No. No. You go ahead and shoot,
Okay.
and it's a confirmed kill. The boar is dead.
Poor little guy.
Your father goes ahead and starts to undo some rope and ties its legs. And then he puts him into a burlap sack and he hoists it over his powerful, muscular shoulders. Alright. And where'd the other one run off to? There's 2 more, right? I heard some more squealing than that one. Now, he doesn't know that one of the legs have snapped. As father begins taking flight, to go search for more. You, however, please roll a history check with advantage. Or survival check with advantage, either or. Or perception check with advantage. I'll let you do all 3. Or any 3, I mean.
Oh, yeah, okay. 23.
Alright, with the 23, you not only saw that the boar, twisted his ankle and kept falling over, you're able to track him very well. You're like an apex predator out here somehow.
Kill. Kill.
Looking over through it, you kind of see a bunch of dirt that's been kicked up, a lot of grass and shroom flown everywhere. And then you see it. A brown solid figure in an otherwise barely moving bush of wind. It is the boar trying to hide.
Can I get my father's attention?
Yeah.
I will motion for him that I have spotted him. But I'm just going to observe the area.
Okay.
And just make sure that he's not going anywhere and that there isn't anything else.
So, as far as what you can see, there is nothing else around. The boar that was there is long gone, but you may still be able to track him if you make this quick.
Okay. I am highly doubtful that we'd be able to get the third one. So I think Otto, for now, is content with just the second one. Like, he's just going to kind of wait for his father, and then they'll handle the boar, and then it's probably more than enough.
Alright, as you go ahead and end the boar's existence, you sling one over your shoulder as well. Father goes ahead and perks his ears. Seems I've raised quite a sharpshooter, didn't I? He kind of beams with pride. Beaming at you at your remarkable marksmanship, as well as perception, as well as tracking.
Today was a good day.
Today was indeed a good day. Your father, kind of missing out on the fun already, with you not shooting grouse, but instead boars, wants to shoot something himself. So he is going to track that boar.
Alright.
Fucking A. You set off. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Father is determined to get this boar. 15 minutes goes by. 20. 25. 28. And 30. You should say something to him before he continues.
I will make a perception check myself. I would just roll it at normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, 20.
Okay, with a 20. Man, now I know how it feels to be in your game when I just, like, do everything.
Yeehaw! Eye in the sky.
So, with a 20, you don't only know that your father isn't actually tracking him, or actually tracking the boar, but you know that father's trying to be on the lookout for some grouse, but he's not having any luck. His eyesight has went from him. Now, with your roll, you do spot a grouse that he could shoot. Not a boar like yours. A grouse. But that is up to you to point it out for him. Because your father does want to shoot and kill something.
Ah, I see. Well, okay, so, like, out of character, it would be really cool and nice for, Otto to basically, like, hover in the area, or just, sweep around the same area until he finds it, knowing that there is one there. But I think Otto would be way too caught up in kind of the excitement of everything, and is a little bit more direct, right? Because he is still rather young. I think he would be in this state of mind to point it out first. So upon seeing it, like, he kind of does double take, or, waits a little bit as, like, his perspective is changing as he flies, and then kind of confirms that he sees the grouse, and then he will swiftly kind of point with his talon in the direction of it, and kind of waits until his father, or continues to keep pointing and all that kind of stuff until his father catches on.
Your father notices immediately the very first time that you kind of gesture towards that direction, and he nods. He goes ahead and begins to be stealthed. Please. Let's see. I believe it was a +7, yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
Okay, with an 18, he does make it to the firing line. He goes ahead and stops short of 30 feet, just like you had. And he goes ahead and aims up his musket and lets off a shot.
Goodbye.
Immediately dropping the grouse. The lightning crack reverberating around the hilly side and off the trees. A little bit of pine falls as the thunderous wave pushes the pine needles off. Yeah, I got it! Woo! He goes ahead and kind of happily flaps his wings over towards it and picks it up. He produces a third burlap sack, not thinking he would have needed it that day for grouse, but here we are. And he drops it in. He hands you the other boar. Now you're carrying 2 boars, and he's carrying his grouse.
Oh, that's heavy.
Roll a strength check.
Yikes. I don't think I'm gonna make it, boss. Just raw strength?
If you want, you could do athletics. It's kind of an endurance thing, so.
I don't think I benefit from either.
Yeah, it'll basically be the same roll, regardless.
Yeah, I'll just roll athletics because it's the same number. Yeah, okay.
Without a doubt, of course! As a show-off, you absolutely pick these up like it's no problem. Your father, blank expression, doesn't want to acknowledge on how weak or ill-sighted he has become. Well, alright.
I can make it back home. Dad, I got it.
Yeah.
I got the groceries. You know, if we caught some more, I could use my back talons and I could still carry it home.
Alright, give me just 1 second. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you to play another song and to keep it looped in the background, please.
Alrighty.
And this will be the new song that replaces it. Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Alright, it's loaded.
Okay. It begins to be just around 1 p.m. The wind starts to pick up, and bushes and trees begin to rustle. Father looks up to the sky, and you both take a big whiff of what is to come. Rain. You smell the air before the rain. Alright, I guess that's all we have time for hunting. Let's get on, shall we? And
Yes, Father.
However, I need you to roll a perception check with your father.
Aha! There's another pack of boars. Of course! Well, 13.
Okay. Bushes begin to rustle, but not to the rhythm of the trees ahead. Father steps in front of you. A earth pony comes bursting forward. Anorexic, not quite right. Bones of his rib cage are seeped into his fur, easily visible from any angle. His eyes are gaunt. He is crying, and he trips forward, clutching against your father's fur as he steps forward in front of you. Blood soaks his hind leg. Please, help me! Your father grabs him by the shoulder and throws him hard into the ground back from whence he came. Go on, get! The scrambling pony scrambles backwards some. He looks to your father's rifle, pointing at your father. You did this! You murdered them! I said get! Your father kicks up some dirt against the earth pony. The earth pony falling on himself, limping away, screaming. Your father is ripe with anger.
What was that about? Are they going to be okay?
He goes
He looked
Father doesn't answer
strange.
Father doesn't answer for a little bit of time, letting the silence hang out as he is kind of bracing himself against where the pony came. He finally softens up just very, very much a tad. Mentally ill is full of crazy, son. Don't listen to them. You go ahead.
What's wrong with him?
Father kind of loses his words, but you're old enough and he'll speak to you plainly. He's a runaway, son. A runaway slave.
A slave?
As you kind of talk to each other, you hear big thud, like loud thuds against the ground begin to approach. I thought I recognized that yelling. Good to see you, Mr. Otto. You see a crude black powder rifle slung over his shoulder. The two exoskeleton machines stand by either side of him, a black, sheenly color. The name's Felix. It's good to meet you, Otto. And you, Grendel? I'm Felix Xavier.
Wait, this is the... Where's Veer? He better be with him.
Oh, Veer's been...
He went out on a real...
Veer's been long back since... or sent back with Harkon. He should arrive any day now towards your home. It was a bit late that I had to relinquish him last night, so... They're probably going to be... getting to your home this following morning, if I had to reckon. Your father, yet again, embraces his stance, his grip on his gun tightening around the barrel. He's gritting his beak and teeth. Felix, casually, with his two automatons beside him. Mr. Otto, it's not too friendly not to say hello. What do you want, Felix?
Sorry.
Oh, nothing. I just been, he's looking over towards you. Hunting, just like as you guys are. You know, I'd do well with your father's gun. He points. However, he already has a rifle. What does he mean by this? If you would like, you can roll insight.
Alright, insight. Yep. This is fine. Yep. It's pretty cool.
With a
Could
9,
mean anything.
you aren't sure what he means, but maybe it has to do with something with the automatons. Now, what are you two doing out here? Hunting boar and grouse with my son. What are you doing out here? Oh, just as I said, I'm on a hunt, of course. Just testing out my new prototypes. They excel quite well. And I know it can be further improved. Over my dead body, Felix. That ain't ever gonna happen. I ain't ever gonna allow you to use any sort of firearm with those fucking abominations. Relax, Otto. I'm a patient and patriotic man. It'll eventually come mass-produced instead of just being produced by you. Your father spits in the ground and turns. Felix, yet again looking at you. Oh, is that your son? My, he is as ever bit as strong as you've ever described him, carrying 2 whole boars by himself. While you're just carrying grouse, weakling? Felix comes a little bit closer, and he reaches to pat you on the head. Do you?
Felix does?
Yes, if you allow him. You are still like 11 years old.
You know... what's the body language of my father?
He's tense.
Can I insight check
Yes.
Felix?
You can insight check Felix and Father.
Yeah, okay. 20.
So, inciting check against Felix.
Yes.
He is completely calm. He is completely rational right now. And he is being nice. I mean, there's nothing not nice about him. And so far from what his movements are, is that he genuinely just wants to pat you on the head for being strong, for being worthy.
Now I don't sense any evil undertones, right?
Other than the general atmosphere from his body language and what he's gesturing, no, none.
I think Otto will, like, there will be in his demeanor, like, he will very, like, I guess it wouldn't be very easy to determine, but, like, he would be moving back very ever so slightly, but obviously not in a very noticeable way, enough to really make much of a difference. But he will just kind of be watching Felix's hand, I suppose.
So you would allow him?
Yeah,
Okay.
ultimately.
So he goes ahead and runs his hand through your feathered hair, and his hand is cold. He just pats you, telling you that you've done a good job and that you're an excellent hunter. And then after that, he stepped back towards his automatons.
The silence of the breeze. Well. Would Otto say anything more? I suppose. So Otto will look to his father. Obviously he's tense. He's not saying much. So Otto will abide by what his father is doing. He'll not really say much, but he'll just kind of idly kind of like have the boars under, I guess, his wings or whatnot. Like he'll just make sure that they're kind of like secured to him, you know, or readjust them if he's actively carrying it, you know, that kind of thing. And he'll take like a step closer to his father, I suppose.
Felix will break the silence after you both are done measuring up each other. You haven't seen one of those fangled earth ponies around, have you? I've been looking for him.
I don't think Otto's gonna say anything. He's a little bit scared right now.
I understand completely, and no problem. Father will speak up. Yeah, he's over that way. And he points in the actual direction of where the runaway slave ran off to. Felix will tip his head and bow gently to you. Thank you both, and I hope you both had a great hunt, and I hope mine is just as fruitful. Roll perception as the automatons and Felix walks past. Oh,
15.
with a 15, you definitely notice it. The black sheen on the robots is actually blood against the black actual coating of the robot. These prototypes, they're meant to hunt and kill creatures such as yourself. With that,
Otto will back, like he will just watch and try to process.
With that, Felix and the automatons continue walking at a casual pace. They don't seem to mind on how long this hunt takes. Maybe it's the fun of knowing that the Earth Pony is getting hope that he's getting away.
So after a while has passed, Otto is just going to yeah, like they're out of earshot, I suppose, and then some. And then he will ask, "What's going to happen to that Earth Pony?"
Father will turn slowly, sighing. The tension that was built into him, he lets go. He places a heavy but exhausted hand, or, well, paw talon, onto your shoulder. He's gonna kill him, son. That's all. That's how all runaways are treated. Whether or not he was a runaway from the beginning is a different story, of course.
What? But he can't just do that.
That's how it works around here in the Menelidil. The slaves, they don't have rights, especially those that are of pony descent. It's been a long time since you were ever born. But there was a war between us and the Selenian theocracy. One that turned this entire region completely to ice and forever an eternal blizzard that is impassable to cross. Now known as the Blackstone Peaks. Father goes ahead and flies off back towards home. It was a long, silent journey. However, when you got home, things were a bit more lively, a bit more chipper. Let me get new music. Okay. I would like for you to play this new song.
Alright.
Just go ahead and play and loop it. Let me know when you're ready.
Alright. All set.
You head home, mind heavy with thoughts. It wasn't until 7 p.m. when you finally arrive home. Time sort of slipped by, whether it was taking a casual pace or just lost in thoughts, not sure. But you arrive home with your father. You both head inside and put the burlap sacks inside the shack for Mother to take care of. Zachary and Genevieve are the only ones awake. Zachary goes ahead and asks you, "Ooh, 2 boars and a grouse? How many shots did you shoot?"
I think it was technically 3, because he shot 1 and basically...
Yep, 3.
Let it bled out, and then used that 3rd shot, well, it would have been 2 with the 3rd shot to execute one of them, so... For all intents and purposes, 1 shot, 1 kill. Would have died, but just a mercy kill for the 3rd one.
What?
Otto will...
No way.
Otto will... That's out of character how he explains it,
okay.
But he will, in character, describe it that he used the 1st shot to kill a boar, and then another shot to kill another one, and he mercy killed the first one.
Zachary doesn't believe you. He's going to roll insight.
I will roll for intimidation.
With a nat 20.
I roll intimidation.
Despite how scary your story sounded, he fully believes you, and he is astonished about how easy it was to kill another life form. He remarked about how it only took just a bullet to just down somebody, and just another mercy kill of a bullet to end them. He goes ahead and speaks a little bit about life and how easy it is to just die.
Wait, Zachary of all people is the one to
Correct.
talk about this?
Zachary is correct. It'll make sense. Slow burn game. It'll make sense.
Oh, I know. Otto will first, though. He will push back. And he'll say and bring up the morning's... how the morning first started, which was him intentionally trying to harm their younger sister.
Tass.
Yeah, well, yeah, but emphasis on the younger sister part.
You know, that may be true, Otto. And I may be in a lot of trouble here and there, and cause a lot of other trouble when I'm not. However, I don't think I could kill. Not like that. And when I play footsies with Tass, I don't do it out of hate. Don't do it out of passion of the game. I do it to bring joy and smiles to myself or her without actual harm being done. I would never intentionally harm a family member, and I'm not sure if I could intentionally harm another living thing. Grouse, boars, they're different, but body structures are kind of the same. 4 legs, a tail, and a big old body. It's easy to kill a life. It's harder to understand on what it means to take it, though. And with that, he kind of leans back in the living room chair, just kind of quiet and thinking. He's not his usual rambunctious or troublemaking self, but he is speaking genuine when he says these things. He may be a troublemaker in life, but he certainly doesn't wish harm upon anybody. Your mother goes ahead and wraps her wings around you, her faint scent of strawberry perfume on her. She always had a thing for strawberry perfume. And her warm feathers take you in, and it's cozy, like a nice blanket wrapping you up. Oh, my Otto. I can't believe you killed 2 boars. You have fed this family for months. Thank you, Otto. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Mother. Perhaps Father will take me out hunting more often.
Father looks back, relaxing now that he's in the safety and comfort of your guys' home. Yeah, of course will. You're an excellent shot, excellent tracker, and an excellent, perceiver. You have outdone yourself today. You have lived far beyond my expectations that I have thought that it would be like today. You did well, son. You did well. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Father. Also, quickly, is beer here?
I've actually received word about that. Mother speaks up. Veer will go ahead and arrive tomorrow morning with Beckenclaw. Or, sorry, Harkon. Harkon is going to be here for a little while, a few weeks, while your father, unfortunately, has to go away for council duty. But Harkon will make sure that things are well maintained and our needs are met. Yeah, I received some word that there's an emergency council meeting. Some bullshit that I have to go to on occasion, but it is what it is. I'll be gone for... He goes ahead and counts the days. I'll be gone for 3 days, I think. Maybe 2 if I rush through the night, but probably 3. Of course, there's the day to get there. Well, 2 days... Or, sorry, a day to get there and a day back, but... all in all, 5 days in total with the travel. You'll be alright, won't you, Otto? The oldest of the household. My future heir to my business.
Of course, Father. And Harkon will be staying with us, right?
Correct. Uncle Harkon will be here. Make sure he doesn't get into my booze cabinet again, will you, please? He drinks like what he is. A minotaur. He goes ahead and gives a hearty laugh. His sound of laughter ringing out through the nice, cozy, warm living room. The crackling fireplace dances its flames against the rug and other bits of furniture that you are all resting on. Tass is asleep next to Genevieve, who Genevieve is reading a book. Zachary's laying back in a chair, just kind of thinking about things. Mother wrapping her arms around you, and Father finally resting in his own chair. Well, we'll need to be heading to bed soon. So.
Well, I suppose with everything that's all the excitement, Otto will turn in for the night.
Several days have passed since your father has left, and things have been kind of quiet around here. Harkon went ahead and showed up, and he showed off his cool blue magic, which is spirit magic. He creates these kind of incorporeal type fairies for Tass to look at. And from there, things are peaceful and quiet. Mother goes ahead and cooks up the boar, and my, oh my, is it tasteful. You made an excellent kill, and you are going to feed this family again for about 2, maybe 3 months. All is well.
I can't wait to get sick of eating boar meat.
It's true.
But hey, you know, that's part of... Woo!
The mind, on occasion, races back to you about the Earth Pony. This is how it's like in the land. You know from your maps, as well as what Father or anybody else has said, the land around you isn't so nice. Either completely cracked due to mining operations, or the foundries that have been going on. Ever since the war that brought the fall of our Western relations with Slovenian theocracy, things haven't been easy in Menelidil, to say the least. Everyone's trying to fight to survive. And the Commonwealth of Menelidil is not an easy place to do so. It is on the day of on the night of your father's turn. Goodness, I worded that wrong. It is the last day until your father's return. He should be arriving somewhere tomorrow from maybe morning to mid-afternoon. However, peace in this fleeting life doesn't always last. I need you to roll a perception check.
Perception, yeah. All right.
Eight.
Nice.
You didn't hear anything when you were sound asleep during the night. Your mother in her room getting ready, which is across the house from you on the top floor. However, you certainly heard it. A piercing scream in the night. Father left you his gun since you certainly know how to take care of it, and it is by the side of your bed. It is yours now.
All right. Well, so how alarmed would Otto be? Because
Extremely.
like, this is not just like a regular scream, like, you know, mother found a spider.
Terrified scream.
Okay. I would say this probably shakes him down to probably his core, and he will grab the musket. Is it loaded already?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can bring the shot and wad bag with you if you want, but yeah, it's loaded. It's easy to load on the move.
Well,
you're pretty proficient at it nowadays.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, it's with the musket you get kind of one shot. But I mean, do you need more than one shot? Better hope not. So I guess I'll bring it along with him. He will rush upstairs, using his wings, like he's trotting, and using kind of his wings to kind of accelerate him the way that he needs to make it up the stairs, take the bends, the corners as he needs to, as he rushes upstairs.
You rush upstairs and open your mother's room. Your mother clutches her neck greatly, and you see a figure in the darkness. However, for you, with dark vision, you see that it is... Please roll perception.
Better this time, I hope. Nice. 18.
With it, you see that it's a bat pony with a knife covered in your mother's blood. The bat pony slips out into the window, but you still have time to bring him down.
So, has she been stabbed or her throat slit?
It is unknown at this current time.
Otto... Well, I guess Otto will rush and either take a shot out the window, or if he has to lean, he will take a shot.
As you raise your firearm to shoot, you squeeze the trigger, eyes stained glass. You're trained well, but lack of experience. However, your shot lands, skewering the bone of the creature's rear right leg. The beast stumbles forward, faltering forward, his leg useless. He falls against the ground, his wing catching the end of one of the water mills. Not water mill, but the well.
So, I basically clipped him.
Correct.
And he hits the water mill, and then...
Yeah, the well, the water well.
Oh, okay, the water well, not the water wheel.
Yeah, you don't
Okay.
you don't have a mill. Yeah, actually you do. Never mind. But still, water well.
Okay. So does he keep flying after that, or is he on the
He
ground?
kind of faltered
or...
forward.
Okay. Well. Okay. Is anyone in the family trained with medicine?
No.
Okay. Otto will. Okay, so he will look towards his mother, and
You still have time for another shot.
it's fine. He will look towards his mother. What's going on with her?
Mother is bleeding profusely from her neck. Her throat has indeed been slit. It is, regardless of the medicine, too late.
Like, is she already dead?
Dying.
He will grab. What does he have close to him? Bed sheets. Is there gauze nearby?
Gauze would be in the bathroom.
Otto will begin yelling. And he yells for someone to get gauze for him.
As you keep yelling, it is Zachary who steps up and gets you the gauze. You, however, are holding your mother's neck. She is bleeding profusely. You know regardless she won't make it, but you're going to make a damn good effort of trying to save her. She reaches out.
I'd like to make a medicine check.
Feel free to do so. She reaches out with her claw, and you grab it with yours. Her eyes are teared. A stream of wet flows from her head. As she grips you with the last of her strength she has before it slowly becomes limp. With the medicine check of a natural 20, it doesn't save her. Whether she dies now or has 5 minutes with you, she will die. But with your natural 20 of medicine, you'll hold her just a little bit longer than when death was originally going to claim her. Her bloody talon wipes tears from your cheek, leaving traces of blood. She goes ahead and puts her taloned claw against the side of your cheek, and she holds you for as much time as that she could. She can't speak any longer. Tears stain her eyes down and onto the bed, a pool of blood. Despite your literal best efforts, she dies.
Otto, through this entire time, has been pleading with his mother to not die.
You can make a religion
To
check.
stay with him. Religion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's 7. I don't know what I'm rolling for, but she is pleading. No, he is pleading for her to not die, and in his panic state, he is doing whatever he can to coax her and save her strength. Do whatever she needs to do to hang in there.
She does exactly as you describe, but she will die. The beast outside howls in a little bit of pain, and he eventually gets himself up, and he begins to flap his wings to escape.
Is it already after she has passed that this happens, or?
Yes.
Okay. Otto is filled with grief. Um, but it is quickly replaced with rage. He has watched his mother die before his eyes. Watched her eyes become glassy as it fades, and his attention. He knows that there is nothing more that he can do, and the moment has passed. And the only thing that he has in his mind is vengeance. Fear and sadness is replaced with anger. As he flies with tears still in his eyes and a burning hatred in his heart. He will load the gun and chase after.
You raise your firearm. Do you shoot at him?
Yes.
You raise your firearm with trembling claws, the metal biting cold against your palm. Your breath hitches. The weight of the moment buckles your stance, eyes wide, glassy with the fragile sheen of child-made soldier, trained but untested. You squeeze the trigger. Crack! The shot echoes like a thunder in the tomb. However, no bullet, no ball comes out. Click. 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 The gun is jammed. Your eyes blur. You can't see. Not from smoke of the shot, but from the flood of the tears, hot and wild, blinding. Click, click, click. Misfired.
I would like to roll survival.
Go ahead.
Survival. I would like to try to track him.
Okay, feel free.
Yeah, okay. In the meantime, I'm trying to unjam the gun.
With a it would be actually a 37. The creature stealths into the night, despite yet again giving your literal best shot. You don't. The creature, you could hear it in the distance, its verbal spell being casted. You don't know spells, but this one hides you, and it hides you well. It allows you to make no sound.
He cast invisibility?
No.
Are you
No.
kidding?
It's pass without trace, plus 10 to stealth.
Oh my gosh.
And bat ponies, if you don't know, they have the feat Skulker. They are exceptionally trained in stealth, as is this one. An assassin, a murderer. I did let the game of fates chance it. I rolled as well as you did. Natural 20s in my game don't give you an auto succeed.
Well, I know. I think Otto will stand, like, he will be searching, scouring the sky, or, well, just pretty much anything to find a trace. Like, he basically doesn't move and only lets his, like, either eye or his head basically just kind of try to spot for movement.
With the natural 20, for survival investigation type tracking, you do notice something. Something very faint and just ever so slightly sheaming underneath the moonlight sky with your natural 20.
What do I see?
As you go down and look at it, it is a dagger. It is the killer's dagger.
So this will be useful, but I think he will take it, but he's still going to try to look for the killer.
Sure. As you pick it up, you notice that it has engravings on it. Now, these aren't magical runes or anything. Instead, they are words of an unknown language. However, there is one thing that you're able to see, and that is a crest that is embroidered into the dagger. And that is a yellow and black eye.
Yellow and black eye, you said?
Mm-hmm. So basically, black iris, yellow, everything else. Black pupil, I should say. And that is where we'll end the session. What did you think of today's session?
Yep. Well, yeah. That's, oof. Yeah, it hurts.
Mm-hmm. So, what were some of the things that you liked about this session?
Otto gets to be racist now. But in all seriousness, it was a really good session. I felt like the music tidbits matched up with the pacing or the thematics of it.
Mm-hmm.
I do like, and this is with the meeting with Felix, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy that. Like, again, one of the things we'll call it horror. One of the elements is like sound in music, and there's kind of a little interesting theory around that. And sometimes having a lack of sound or very little of it is more threatening than having a, cacophony of sounds. And I feel like the track that you had chosen for that was powerful for that reason, to give a sinister undertone.
Yep.
Without it being direct nor confrontational in a sense. But just that lingering feeling of, we'll call it fear, or that something is amiss. But again, it doesn't really give you much to go on. And I think that's the whole thing that makes it worse, the psychology behind it. So I felt like that was very interesting.
Yep.
As well as the whole dynamic of, this character who previously Otto had looked up to, and wanted to basically be, work under him. And then he gets to meet him in person, and it was kind of a very scary encounter.
Correct.
And then, oh yeah, wait, my little brother literally was just with him for like an entire day or more. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, just the pacing of it too. Despite Muriel not playing a upfront role, The impact of her loss is still felt, tremendously so. And yeah. I'm probably certain that directly after this, Otto will probably, as part of one of the cycles, will blame Harkin for not doing more, or being better, or not using and learning healing magic. But we will see that later in time.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, very immersive, and yeah.
What did you think of the words in foreshadowing? How did you think that was?
I'm just pausing to think, that's all.
Yeah, no problem.
As far as foreshadowing, I guess I'll break it down. So the scenes in and of themselves, I think, were fantastic,
Mm-hmm.
and they flowed well together. The ending scene, I think, was a little bit rushed.
As is all death. It's more of a thing
Yeah.
that will be explored in the next session. It was going to be talked about this session, but I can't do it within 15 minutes. So,
Of course.
yeah, I do understand your approach to that, though.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose, like, again, you could probably tell I was being a little bit more vigilant for danger, because I had sneaking suspicions, but,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, well, you know, if there was ever a time for someone to die, it would either be on the hunting trip, which I was almost pleasantly surprised that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, wow, that's kind of, wow. But yeah, when Otto's father went to go leave, I'm like, yeah, here's another great opportunity.
Instead, it was someone who was innocent, but someone who was still close to.
Mm-hmm. I think the interesting thing is that, again, Otto's mother has done nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's not the one hunting. All she is the housekeeper, the homemaker.
Correct.
And all that she has done is just raise children, be a wonderful mother, been probably one of the best people of the household.
Yeah.
We'll call it for now.
And that's
in the most caring way, and she was, you know, she's the one that is killed. It's going to change the entire family dynamic.
yeah.
I think it's going to cause a lot of trauma just because, you know, why would someone do this? Why would someone rip out someone who was given so much love and care unconditionally, and then for that to be removed away? It is going to, I mean, it's literally like a bombshell for the family, as is with kind of any death. But I think this in particular, because none of the family, and especially Otto, could prepare for this, and they have not built up a thick skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think this is going to be quite traumatic. It's not going to go well. But yeah, again, like I said, the scenes themselves were great and fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Overall, what would you rate the session, from 1 being the lowest score to 10 being the highest score?
10. I think I expressed in the previous session that there was concerns about agency, but again, I had the understanding that that would not be an issue, and again, like, it's literally just one session later, and it's not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I wasn't really worried about it. I'm not worried about it now. I had plenty of agency. I guess technically you still allowed me to roll for things that wouldn't be possible. I still enjoy that you still made rolls against my rolls, even though, for storytelling purposes, I should not have rolled a nat 20 on medicine.
Yeah.
And, like, you
gave it your best.
Technically, like, again, if you get sliced in the throat, like, there's not really much you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to really be a trained paramedic to know what to do. And Nat 20 kind of compensates quite a bit for that. So again, the timing of it really matters, as with any kind of immediate medical injury. But given that nobody else had really any kind of medicine, that was just kind of the silver bullet. But you still let me try it, and I felt like a little bit more could have been done there. But again,
I just wanted to let you know, like, it was pointless regardless of what you did.
Yeah.
I didn't want to think like you had a chance and then you rolled well and then you were led to an expectation that it would save her.
Yeah. But still, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The guy getting away.
Yeah.
All right, a little, have some things to say for that. But again, I also made choices where I didn't.
I rolled. I did roll.
I know you did roll, and
Spells.
I guess he technically rolled a 16, so.
Correct. He rolled a 16.
Or the end result.
He has a plus 11 to his stealth, and he does have some magic with him, which Pass Without Trace adds a 10 and allows you to be unheard.
Yeah, the thing though is that he still would have been bleeding, and I was kind of like, well, what is there a trail I can find? But I guess, again...
You were in flight. It'd be hard to try to find it amongst pine needles. You're literally searching through needles in a haystack.
I see. Okay, yeah.
Sorry, you're right. I should have given a little bit more explanation for that, but yeah, that's the explanation.
Yeah, because he hit the well, and I'm like, well, is he now on the ground, or when he had to cast a spell, or was he still airborne? But in any case, though, I'm certain that Otto will probably spend the next day or so probably searching, hunting, in the literal sense, for this guy, or that money. But yeah, again, depending on which happens next session, it might be a time skip. Who knows? But yeah, yep. Yeah, very good session. I enjoyed it a lot.
Awesome. I thank you very much, Epsilon, for joining in my game here, and with me having you as a player. You rolled pretty freaking well, man. Like, a lot of natural 20s from you tonight. Like 5, 6, something like that.
Yeah, Jesus. Almost as many headshots in a previous game I was
Yeah. I wonder who that would be. Funny HE moment. HE rapping moment.
Oh, great. But now you get to see how that feels.
Yeah, I guess so.
When you plan for things a little bit differently, and one of your players just decides that it's way too easy in the game. Yeah, again, I think I just like to frame it that with Otto, like, again, hunting can be a good or a bad day. It's just how things go.
That's right, and that's how your father took it. Like, he didn't mind. It was just like, damn, son is really getting lucky here.
Yep. But I think this kind of, again, timing. Timing is important. The passing of his mother and how well he hunted will basically be a sticking point.
Correct.
Like, I think this will feel like his calling. Something I had an idea while this session was going on. So, again, I don't know what's going to happen with Batavia, but I know that basically that is when we get our levels, quote unquote.
Correct.
For doing things, and we get to learn stuff. Now, I think the direction, or an interesting idea that I had, I should say, is that Otto is basically from all of this tragedy. He'll hate people, hurt some people, some very particular kind of people. And I think he will very much abide by, like, the family's, what they do best, so the gunsmithing and stuff like that, and he will take it upon himself to really learn the ins and outs of it.
Good.
And really master it. And I think it would be interesting. Again, I don't know how this whole reveal is going to work, but let's just say, like, it's a magical test, right? And, like, he magically is given his particular class, right? Or, his adeptitude. It would be an interesting moment that he's expecting one thing, like, let's just say he's expected to be a fighter or something like that, to be, some sort of gunslinger. And then all of a sudden, like, the test results come in, and he's an artificer. And I think that will be a moment where he's like, what? No, the tests are wrong. Redo it again. This can't be. I refuse.
Sorry,
like,
certified nerd.
He'll like, effectively, he'll try to, perhaps in his storyline, maybe have dealings with fate and try to bargain with it, or override it, or fight against it. So, keep that in mind.
I will say that in Batavia, you choose your class. So the quest questionnaire would not happen.
Alright. It was an interesting thought.
It is. Like the Fallout 3 test.
So in that case, then, yeah. But if it was ran that way, I think that would be an interesting thing to do. But I think, yeah, he'll just kind of grow to it, and the Artificer will just be, for him, the best personification of what he can do for his family's trade. So. Did
you like my set of scene for when you came home after hunting?
I found it rather strange. I mean, again, I made a comment of it, but Zachary, I felt like, was out of character. Given, like, it feels like, oh, well, you're someone who likes to tease people a bunch, but then all of a sudden, when, like, and you're complacent with eating stew or all this other kind of stuff, but then as soon as Otto comes home, and he has hunted and killed something, and now that you're brought face to face,
that's the thing about stereotypes. He may be a troubled individual and gets himself into too much trouble. But there are moments where they reflect upon their actions. And they sometimes come out for the better, but usually have relapse into their old habits. It's a form of kind of like a psychological illness, basically. But one being so young and thinking about this sort of thing, and then it kind of happening, Zachary's going to change quite a lot in these coming sessions. And
that is fair.
He was the first one to step up and to offer you help immediately.
Yeah, I suppose, like, if he would have gone on the same way that he would have, it would have been strange, but I think that it's fine. I think he maybe... for Zachary, overplayed it a little bit, because he would not be, like, versed in, say, philosophy.
That's fair.
But it would be, like...
That's my own self coming out.
It would be more appropriate for him to be musing and being like, well, again, because part of growing up, right, is the idea of empathy, right? As a child, you become selfish because you just, you have all these feelings and emotions, and you get upset when bad things happen to you. And then part of growing up is that you learn that other people have these same emotions, and that they get upset when bad things happen to them, and you have some agency in that. So, like, this, I would see, would be Zachary learning, having an empathetic moment, which is a normal and key part of childhood and growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was fine and normal. I think he had a little bit too advanced of comments or thoughts.
That's probably myself coming out. I always have a lot to say about life and death. But anyways.
Of course.
Thank you again for being into my session, and I look very much forward to having you next time on the 28th.
Yes. And, of course, thank you for having me. And
of course.
It's always a treat. So far, these first two sessions have been fantastic. And of course, I'm sure that the other two have had great sessions, and I think it'll be fun once we kind of all get together and be able to kind of forge a path for ourselves.
Absolutely. Well, until next time, goodbye.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Bat.
Yep.